What's up, everybody? Let us talk today about community seconds. Community seconds. What is that? What is community seconds? Community seconds, they are powerful tools in helping borrowers address the upfront fee and upfront cost of purchasing a home. These funds can be used for all or part of your down payment and or closing costs. So community seconds are a subordinate mortgage that can help make home ownership more affordable or more accessible to borrowers. These are funds that can be used to help with either all of your down payment and or closing cost or some of it, but it is really just meant to help make it more affordable for first-time home buyers or low-income buyers. Community seconds are provided by either a federal agency from state, county, or similar political subdivisions of a state. Sometimes they're provided by self-governing cities or towns. Sometimes they're provided by a housing agency. Sometimes they're provided by non-profit organizations. Sometimes they're provided by even your employer. So there are many ways you can get community seconds to help you in the purchase of a home. Now, the property to which this community second mortgage applies must be your primary residence. So you can get help to buy a house that you want to rent out or turn into an Airbnb or, turn it into some kind of investment somehow, right? If you're going to get community seconds, again, it is a form of down payment assistance. It has to be for your primary residence. Now, you can use these funds to either pay your down payment, closing costs. You can also use it for renovations, or you can use it to buy down the interest rates. And there are certain ones. So just make sure you're looking for the right one based on what you want to do, okay? The interest rate on a community second must not exceed the interest rate of the first mortgage by more than 2%. For example, if the interest rate on the first lien is 5%, then the community second lien must not exceed 7%. And there are some that doesn't have any interest rates, like there are those that are 0%. But if there's one that comes with some kind of interest rate, it should not exceed more than 2% above the first mortgage. So community seconds, they allow you to stack different types or different kinds of down payment assistance. Some can be used with both standards and affordable products, such as the Home Ready program. Some of them may be forgivable, some may be repayable, and some have a deferred payment structure. Borrower may have more than one community second mortgage, up to 105 cumulative loan to value, right? So basically, when we talk about community seconds really is just another word for down payment assistance or closing cost assistance. Those are usually used to fund the cost of buying a home, whether that be down payment or closing costs. You can only use community second funds to purchase your primary residence. Most community funds doesn't really require any contribution from the participating borrower, but some of them do. And one of the requirements for you to contribute is if you are buying a 2 to 4 unit property and you are over the 80% loan to value ratio, then you're required to contribute 5% of the loan value towards your transaction. Some of them are repayable, some of them are forgivable, and some of them are deferred. And then the deferred one is they deferred until the end of the first, when you pay off your mortgage, then that second loan comes into play. Some have payment plan that you make monthly payment on, and some are forgiven after a certain amount of time that is forgiven. So let's talk about some examples of community seconds. Here are some examples of community seconds. In Florida, there are several programs that offer forgivable community seconds. And here are some examples. I wanted to give you some examples of forgivable community seconds so you can look into that if you want to find something to help you with down payment assistance, but you don't want to have to pay it back. Here's some of the things that you should be looking into. You can look at the Florida Housing Hardest Hit Fund, right? Look into that. It's HHF/DPA, Housing Hardest Hit Fund Down Payment Assistance. They offer up to $15,000 in a 0% interest. It is a forgivable loan. The loan is forgiven at a rate of 20% per year over 5 years, as long as you live in the house and you do not refinance the house. So if you live in the house for 5 years, then you don't have to repay it back. Another example of forgivable loans, because I know you want to know why you don't have to pay back, right? Who doesn't? Another example is the Florida's Housing Homeownership Assistance for Heroes program. So it is the Assistance for Florida Heroes program. This program provides up to $7,500 in a 0% interest rate. It is for military service members, veterans, and teachers. The loan again is forgiven at a 20% rate per year over 5 years, as long as you live in the house and you don't refinance the house after 5 years. You don't have to pay the loan back. All right. The next one that you're probably more familiar with is the City of Tampa Housing and Community Development Division Down Payment Program. So the City of Tampa program, the DARE program. These programs provide up to $30,000, and guys, I think they updated that, and I think it's up to $40,000 now in a 0% interest rate, and it's a forgivable loan, and it is forgiven again at the rate of 20% per year over 5 years, as long as you live in the house and you do not refinance the house. Again, it is forgivable after a certain period of time. It is forgiven at a 20% per year. And if you live in the house, so the first year they take 20% off, second year they take 20% off, third year they take 20%, you know what I'm saying? If you live in the house and you do not refinance, then this community second becomes forgivable. So if you want to buy a house, you want to utilize down payment assistance, but you don't want to have to pay it back after a while, you just want something to help you for now, and you intend to live in your house for 5 years, then these are the programs you want to look into. Let's talk about some examples of the community seconds deferred down payment assistance. Basically, it means exactly what deferred means, right? You set aside for a certain period of time, right? So basically, these loans are second silent mortgages, like all the others are, and they come into play after you pay off your primary mortgage. So here are some examples of this. You have the Florida Housing's First Time Homebuyer Program. This program provides up to $10,000 in a deferred 0% interest second mortgage loan to eligible first-time home buyers. Deferred 0 interest second mortgage. I want you guys to get the second mortgage part, because I don't want you to think that all down payment assistance is just free money, so I'm going to get it. It is a second loan. It's like a second lien on your house. They'll give you up to $10,000 to help you with down payment, but this is due after you pay off your primary loan, or if you sell the house, or if you refinance the house, or if you no longer live in the house, or whatever, stuff like that, then that loan come into play. All right. Another one is, I'm in Florida. I said I was just going to do Tampa. We do have the Hillsborough County. It's the same one. It's the same Florida first-time home buyer. We call it the Florida bond. Give you up to $10,000, gives you up to $15,000 depending, but it is payable at the end when you pay off your first mortgage. Then you got Miami-Dade County. For those of you looking at me in Miami, you got the Miami-Dade County's down payment assistance. They'll give you up to $40,000 at a 0% interest rate. And again, you can use the loan to cover your down payment and or your closing costs, but that loan becomes due if you sell the house, refinance the house, or if you pay off your primary mortgage. Again, then you have the City of Orlando Home Buyers Assistance Program. They give you $30,000. Same thing, 0% interest rate. If you sell, refinance, or pay off the house, then you get to pay them back. And then you have Lee County's SHIP Down Payment Assistance Program. They give you $7,500, 0% interest, and again, is due if you sell, refinance, or pay off your first primary mortgage. So these are some examples of the deferred ones. So remember, we said there are those that are forgivable, which I've told you, deferred, which I've told you, and now I'm going to talk to you about the ones that you have to make payments on, because there are some that you have to make payments while you're making your initial mortgage payments. You got to be making payments on this. So let's talk about this. Okay, my name is Josette. Guys, do me a favor, if you've not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that. If you're liking this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. I enjoy turning renters into homeowners, and you help get my information out there if you like and share my videos. So go ahead and do that. So let's talk about the ones that you have to make payments on. City of Miami's Home Ownership Assistance Program. This program provides up to $40,000 in a 0% interest rate, but it must be repaid over a 15-year term with monthly payments, and it can be used to cover your down payment and or closing costs. So the other one is Pinellas County's Home Key First Mortgage Loan Program. This program provides up to $15,000 in 0 interest, and it is to be repaid over 10 years term with monthly payments. Okay, the other one is the City of Lakeland Down Payment Assistance. The City of Lakeland gives you $20,000, again 0 interest. This one also must be repaid within 10 years. And then you have the City of St. Petersburg Home Key Second. They have the first one, now they have the second mortgage loan program. They will give you up to $20,000 at a 0% interest rate, but you must repay this one over 10 years with monthly payments. So if you are looking to buy a home in any one of these areas and you want to utilize these programs, just know that these programs come with monthly payment, and they all have a time frame. They all have a time frame in which they should be repaid. Some 15 years, some 10 years, but you do have to make monthly payments on them. So that is monthly payments on top of your mortgage payment. So you want to think about that when you are looking at these programs. If you are looking to buy a house in Florida, if you're looking to buy a house in Tampa, there are many programs out there to help you. Finding the program that's right for you is key. Every program might not work for you. This is just said. I hope this helped. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys on the next video.